let's head over to our first map, Rondo.
Well, we're gonna see who's gonna be the alpha here between Tora and Glue Squad dropping together. Xbox starting off by taking out Dep, just to be finished off by the UMP of Xbox. That's gonna be first blood given, and Glue Squad gets Kenny. Okay, 2 more left for Tora, but Tom fights back though. With the AK, he'll manage to trade it off and at the same time saving Kenny in the process. But here comes KF and Xbox.
JLU responding very swiftly regarding their teammates being taken out before. But for Tommy, barely got enough when it comes to his gears, and his utilities barely got any. But nonetheless, JLU know they have to respond this quickly and switch it over to the shotgun, managed to take down on time. Todak losing a lot of men. They cannot afford to lose their final member.
We also have Hill, Esports and Void as well. We're going to focus on to KF here. Trying to get Juke. Team Seeker wants to join on the party as well. And Juke down to the last stick of help. Only 1 bullet needed by KF to secure that knock. The smoke is blinding him. He's trying his luck. Xbox down by Zerus.
JLU after one fight to the other, this guy is still on top of me. While the Team Secret not giving them any room for either at all. But for the side of JLU, at least they managed to revive all their teammate once more with a recall option. But for TK, you want to go in, it's just going to be behind the door.
What matters. And speaking of BTR now, we have Zerus up against the 2 players of BTR.
Oh, we do have some kill feed going on. It's again an homeboys Magna Esport, but it's going to be Team Secret. BTR just arrived, Rep FaZe and Federales. This is a deadly combo between these 2 players. Like quite spread out on the side of Team Secret, making a triangle formation. While on the side of homeboys Magna, seems like it's taking this warehouse in their hands instead of attack.
He does have his teammates across him though. They should be alright. You can see BTR, they might be going for a flank. We continue to monitor the situation. Sarah spraying into the smoke, and nobody's home. Oh, we have GK now. Looks like they are the ones, Team Secret are the ones to do the wraparound against BTR.
How do they respond to this? The Morales down on the ground is leaving down to the Rep FaZe inside, and it's going to be 2 and on peak form here to start off our Grand Finals Day 1. But speaking of GLU,
I've seen multiple times that when the recall happens in the blue, for the most part, teams don't survive. But Zeus won't be able to survive the wrath of Razy here. Another point to BTR. Bye.
No. Superboy on the off angle. Shamil, this is going to be 2 different angles. Pretty hard for him to just swing it by himself. But also when it comes to Kim, they finish him off straight away. Shamil hoping to close the distance, going around, ring around the rosy. They go! But the shotgun still managed to make it work, but down to 1 HP left. Suey Boy coming out from the back. What a quick response coming out from the side of FXG. So seems to be taking the blue zone because that's the safest place for them. At least it's stage 1 then 2. So the blue zone is not too painful, but coming up from the side of BTR, Razy managed to take down on Lambo, but the rest of these Zavis has arrived. Unfortunately, BTR
so far not taking the blue, so we either can take into assumption that they are recalling in the circle or not too far away from it. But we'll check on them later because right now it's going to be Hill, Esports and these areas.
Xaviers, I'm getting already cooking up the name. Nate going out front, conversation with that S12K. Here comes a mid flying over, he's on the side, Lamborghini's down on the ground first by Pazorix. But Tiger, there's going to be some trade-off between these 2 teams. It's 4v4. Nobody go for the recall tower. If this is done, it's done, the end. But for Margin and Levi, with only 2 members of the side of these Xaviers remaining, Richard going away, knowing the fact there's a high chance of losing this skirmish. He doesn't want to jeopardize way too much with a lot of team passing through. Richard, can he find that recall tower for the sake of him? But at the same time, down to the 2 players, there's nobody to save him right now. Yummy May gonna go in to finish off the job early on where they're being recalled before. But for Suey Boy, can he withhold this ground by himself? I don't think so. Into the center of the circle where we do know there's plenty of teams waiting. Noel being the one that's taken down by these gatekeepers. First, it's gonna be BTR.
And Hexy will happily claim that point out of Noel. Now Hexas drives by and he's gonna avoid this fight for sure.
Jamal.
And to get slow, does not connect. But that just got taken out. Oh, vehicle elimination by Zeta. Oh, okay. Might see more vehicle eliminations here today, but we'll deep tap on that later. Rosemary gets Kenny. Lots of fights happening elsewhere as well, but we're gonna focus on the full Pmsl right now, and Yummy gonna rush forward. Needs to land this nade inside. And there you go, made sense. Damage enough to take down Zuri Boy. The Molly's still active. They need a little bit more time before they can rush in and clear off the remaining members of Pmsl Gang.
Managed to clear off one corner. That's Zuri Boy tried to get to its cap slow. Macaris is on his way. But Alter Ego seems to be in engagement as well. As we're looking over this very small container going inside, got slow. It's a bit too slow as Yummy May responded pretty quickly with that fling, and that's that flick just now. On the side of E-Arena, Team Secret seems to be visited by E-Arena. Look at the boulders being called down by Team Secret, but can they call multiple more? Because this ditch right now don't seems like this sweet spot, because Sakura can easily land those hand grenades in. Tony K was trying to divide the attention with those vehicles running around, but for the side of Juke, I think he can get that revolver going on, but the nade flying over seems like this guy's in a cauldron of a mess.
A Team Secret still, they respond back by taking out Sakura. At the same time, the circle, circle somewhere up north, so this area where Team Secret and E-Arena is at is still within the circle. It is still fairly valuable. A Team Secret, they tried to shoot them away, and so far so good, they managed to get another knock on Tony K this time. E-Arena, one last player, and Team Secret will eliminate them without losing a single player.
It's coming over this side, with boulders coming down on the side of Team Flash. They know for a fact if they overpick themselves, they might be in trouble, but what a nade by Schweppes.
Nice one, taking out the MVP, Yummy. And Opta is there together with him. Let's see if he'll be able to pick up. But Yummy, he has to climb slightly back down. Find good cover, and the revive will be kicking in. Now, another team's trying to get in as well. We look at the minimap. Voin wants to punch through, but then again, there's so many teams here by now. But look at the nades. They continue to rain down, and Yummy, the moment he stood up, Mela got him back down.
Well, thankfully, on the side of Boom, they are being saved by another different team completely. I think that's going to be Team Flash, keeping them on tap from a very long distance. That course of Empire could not completely focus onto his Boom. Now Boom's taking back on their toes. It's going to be Red Bull taking down on Zero. Seems like they are going down same twice now, with Vaughn coming in from the side like you mentioned before. The third party has arrived. But for Boom, Okta's still going to push her to a side of Vampires. But they're not being aware about their backside here. Vaughn getting these nades or even those shots freely as Red Bull almost close of being exploded. But he managed to take down one of the players. On the side of Boom, finally Okta spotted the rest of Vaughn, but they are in trouble. This is a very sandwich. Very precarious situation aside of Boom.
And Xavier, they want to join on to the party as well. Lamborghini takes a lot of damage. Cooking up his nade. He will be the front guy for Xavier. But Boom Esports, they have to be aware of their back as well, with Voin lurking across. But Zeta no longer interested. They want to focus on to getting into the circle onto the other side. The big problem right now is still going to be Boom Esports. Yes, they're by the edge, but how can they move further in?
Try to stop a Boom from advancing or try to rush towards their very small indeed compound. But the nades flying in is going to be gooey down on the ground. Yummy may make it an opening for the side of Boom, but it's not as easy as it seemed for Boom to just rush towards Vampires, despite they got one naded down of their players. But the circle shifted as well. These Xaviers got the center instead. So while all the other teams are fighting outside of the circle,
and the circle is still at this moment favoring Xavier as they moved in. BTR comes by across Team Flash, and Team Flash fires on. BTR takes a lot of damage. Razy is very low as well. Federalis will be gunned down by Tops. And on the other side, Vampire Esports had to butt in onto BTR. Not the best position for BTR, as they will fall to both Team Flash and Vampire.
But they're running out and running dry with their resources on the side of Vampires. They have to be mindful that they're not inside of circle as well. So for them to hike up those high hills behind them is going to be a bit of a trouble. With RQ now spotted out Vampires, these Xaviers as well, make it a four-way war. Well, Boom, if they want to, they can go for the rush. They might want to go for it because Schweppes is holding the ground and holding the line by himself. It is spotted out, and that's going to be it. As Vampire got eliminated at 10th place, Boom saved by Voin, by RQ, and by the Xaviers.
Yeah, 3 teams had to assist Boom to find this advantage to take home a few points. But now they have to shift their focus onto the Xavier.
They have to climb up this hill very quickly for the team at the edge of the south circle here. You do know for a fact it's quite an open space if you want to cross the street, and the teams right in the center, these Xaviers, can easily take down all these players that try to cross the street later on. They couldn't linger around here much longer. They have to start to make a move. They are fighting against each other, but at the same time, the blue is arriving in less than a minute as the nades flying over the side. Void, they are struggling against two team right now. Alter Ego and Boom sandwiching Void towards the point. They have no room to breathe at all. Now only with Potato down inside, and it's a matter of time you get finished off as well. Oh, Void, this is not the best position.
Oh, Zeta, very low as well. Still with a high guard advantage. Managed to get that knock, but not able to get that elimination.
Oh, well, the Xaviers and Alter Ego holding the southern side. Team Secret and the Vikings fighting on the north. RQ taking the sides as well, but when it comes to a very small shack, it's all about the nades to answer the question here. It's a matter of time for the Vikings. Lucky they still got themselves smokes to cover themselves for now. Alright, Ganyang, RQ, they're coming down from the high grounds. I'm meeting halfway at the middle ground against these Xaviers. Look at the nade, already started to cooked up by Nate T. Ganyang might respawn as well, but chipped down to 60% of HP on the side of Ganyang. They called down all those boulders, knowing the fact this side of hill will be the graveyard for the teams. Interesting, interesting performance down there. A toilet, skibbity toilet, I guess. But boom, we're back to as a game as we remain with the top 7 teams here. Boom, Yummy May inside of the blue zone. Oh, barely got any space on the side of Boom right now. Cloud, it's all a matter of time whether RIQ can finish off the job or not. Team Secret, they managed to finish off GLU, but on the side of Boom, they're still striving for their survival.
Well, 2 players of Boom left and they need to cut across the road, and look at this, their health is not that much. But they still managed to get snaked though. Another point in the back before they go out. 10 elimination points for Boom Esports. But eliminated by Alter Ego, that's fine. It's still a good haul of points for them. From RRQ and Alter Ego on the other side, they're going to focus on the Gen Force, the final play of RRQ, 3v1, and it's going to be quick work by the Xavier.
This is quite a risky position for the Xavier to be in the center of attention. If they're not being careful, Team Secret can actually see them through, and that's exactly what happened to Alter Ego. Instead, what an off angle inside of Doki. The man hated but loved by his teammate at the same time.
So the Xavier 12, and they're looking to add more to that tally, knocking down Krypton, looking to secure that elimination point, but here comes the Vikings as well. But when it comes to geographical advantage, the Xavier, they clearly have it with the elevation onto all these other teams.
It's going to be the finale of Vietnam right now. Team Secret, the Xaviers, the Vikings. When it comes to the position how they actually play, I think each team knows exactly what they're going against, because we do know they always went for the power scrim at the end of the day, every single day. So the Vikings will be eliminated first. It's down to the 4v4. Team Secret versus the Xaviers. But when it comes to position-wise, Duke and the rest of them do have the barricade from the ground. And they get to see Team Secret quite clearly. Like I mentioned before, this is too much at risk for the Xaviers to park himself in the middle of the street here. And it's only down to one last player, Levi, managed to make sure that the amplitude at the backline of Team Secret by himself to go against the trio of Team Secret seems impossible, as Team Secret scores the first chicken of our grand final.
Yeah, to be exact, it's Team Secret and Glue Squad for Novo. Let's see who will get the first knock. Looks like it's going to be Noel knocking down Zerus. Not eliminated yet, but Zerus is just right in front of him. Okay. I thought I was the only one.
Hey, GK! Drop down straight on the knees. It's go time. GLU not wasting any more time at all, but Doki with the cover fire. But this is a bit too far, isn't it? How can he help when it comes to the teams already bridge indoors? Oh, Juke. Oh, did not connect somehow. Going outside, going towards the window, climb down and hop down as well on the side. What a shot from Juke just now. What a flex. But unfortunately, he couldn't hold this by himself. Juke, GK, both of them are dropped down. I think they might actually have to take some time. But on the side of Team Flash, the already routine has put it out. Void, who talked about Sedan in, straight going in. What a swift elimination there. But Doki, oh boy, it's going to be Limboy. Doki, jump shot, going to his Limboy. He managed to secure another 1 elimination. Yeah, at least they will not go empty-handed. Well, we're taking a ball, for clashing. Once again, we talked about that before. Rosemary, Alton, Krypton. The rest of Altiga has not arrived. Rosemary have to hold the ground by himself. Unfortunately, couldn't actually do that yet. Gatsler down to 1 HP. Finish off Rosemary instantly, knowing he's a threat. Might as well just finish him off. Here comes an 8 flying over. Krypton, the rest of Alter Ego. And that's not going to be one more player. I don't see the last player in the map still. It's going to be Moana coming up from the back. Krypton and Snake 2v3 against KTN is down. And seems like Mesa Gang, they might lose their grip over this compound here right now.
With Snake here. I mean, oh, but Moana. It's gonna need it out by Get Slow. Okay, they respond back though. And Krypton with the rest of Kate dancing. Trying to find his target, but on the second floor, there's somebody there. Not able to get a knock onto Krypton. Krypton is still moving around. Out in the open though. He gets himself into the building now. Goes out to the second floor, tries to find his target, but then again, Get Slow. Went out to the ground floor now.
Hold on to the ladders and God Gatslow down to Krypton. It's gonna be 1v1. Suey Boy versus Krypton. Oh, Krypton, he got himself in a wall. He's going up to the second floor and now trying to hear the footsteps on the ground floor instead. Suey Boy, it's down to the S12K battle between his two players. Only one team with Triumph and a jump shot. What a timing by Suey Boy. So there might be plenty of gatekeepers stealing off ground coming up from south. That's why they're fighting around the abandoned church area right now.
And look at this. RRQ making the first move into the circle. Oh no, not yet. Okay, it's Hale Esports making the first move, so they were trying to block out RRQ, but they're not truly committing into it yet. Blue Squad, however, alright, they want to join the mix of the southern teams.
Hale, there's a clear shot. Unfortunately, Xbox whiffed a couple of those sprays. It was straight presented in front of him as well. And speaking of Team Secret, got eliminated early. This is opportunity for teams like the Xavier's Empires. Even Team Flash to catch up to their points here. Since Team Secret already put on hold, that's going to be only 52 points. But now, Vampires taking IMAX G. The moment we mentioned Vampires start taking action. But the abandoned church is no more of value. Everybody trying to leave, but the moment they want to leave, they get gunned down. GLU Hex says you have to pick one angle. And that's going to be towards Richard right now. Hale in trouble.
But they're going to take point by the edge of the circle. And that's Richard X down, thanks to Hexas. Only that point will go towards Glue Squad. And another fight up north as well. D Xavier and MXG will carry Mr. MVP down. And here comes Pmsl Rex passing by. Pmsl Rex gunned down the moment he arrives. Lapa was the one that got him. But at least they managed to trade it back with the Beko and Ganyang. RRQ still trying to fight for their lives. Only Gen Force and Lapa now. They have to come in to finish out the remaining members of Hale. And there you go. Assisted by Glue. By Glue, they're here to come to claim their taxes.
They're not done yet. Two teams out, and Laporte accidentally laid out their teammate at the wrong place and the wrong time. GLU won that big time with 8 elimination. Next is going to be Vampires versus BTR Federales. The Terminator, the Filipino assassin, is still alive. They have to be extra careful and aware regarding his position here. But for Vampires, they'll just let it slip by. Homeboys should make their way and exit. But for Void, like you mentioned, Team Flash already start engaging and they're going straight headbutt towards Void. What were they thinking? Void do have those barricades. This bunker will actually do them so well. And they lost Zeus in the process. But for Razak, he didn't see the shots coming up from Bose as usual.
Oh, Razak went out to the zone. For Win. He is within the circle. He will be the one to try to stop Void Esports from coming. Zeta starts to make his move, but E-Arena is around the corner as well. From the pad to the fire, they say Void Esports will now need to face off against E-Arena as they try to fight their way into the circle. So far, a northern side rotation. They are in it, but not in the clear yet. There's Team Flash right now coming in, and Bose, as talking gameplay, Foxy goes out.
Oh. They're being forced to split their formation here thanks to abrupt U-turn due to E-Arena. But for E-Arena now visited by GLU, who managed to wipe out 2 squads just now. Well, they wiped out another squad in their hands. E-Arena seems to be in trouble as GLU really gluing their comprehension of their gameplay here. But Joker versus KF is down to 1v1. Tony against Sakura bleeding out in the center. Same goes for the side of GLU. Joker still alive. Is down to only KFQ to make a big play for GLU right now. But there's so many bullets flying over. But they managed to actually won 3 teams in a row now. GLU, what is going on?
Oh, but calm down. Here comes this with a drive-by.
They are in the least favorable position here right now. This will force them to get out. They barely got a corner when the blue zone arrived.
Oh, yeah, it's not my space to play with, but somehow real. Got yummy. It's a matter of securing that elimination point right now. Homeboys Magna, they're making their move. They know that they have the main advantage, but Zeus stole that point away. Oh, wait a second. Oh, real. This guy eliminated by mastery. Oh, man, Homeboys Magna, this is not working out for them. Shamir just got taken out, and Homeboys Magna out at number 7.
But for Boom, despite they managed to finish off Homeboys Magna, they are being pinned down by BTR. BTR still have a trio. Todak, they got the circle first, but can they spot their first in flash when they got finished off by Kenny?
Looks like a long reverse here by Zero, and somehow he managed to make it through.
Oh, he was almost completely shut down just now. There's a long reverse, by the way. Try to push against them. But if Todak will try to force the push, Vikings will start to shoot them from behind.
That's why they don't have enough information, but nevertheless, they will still go through it. Here comes Toda. They're gonna Langa Boom Esports. While we check out the next phase of the circle, where will it go? Goes towards the left side. It makes absolute sense for Toda to clear off Boom Esports now.
Oh, here comes. Nate seems not to be connecting, but coming up from Nate to Volta seems to be clipping down depth to 50 HP. Nate and Blue Zone. Boom, being cornered. So a lot of utilities being used here. They have to reserve some for later as well. They have to be mindful of that. Here comes Nate, 0 down to 1 HP. Oh my god, that's so close. Oh my god, I don't know how he avoided completely just now. But that was too close on the side of Boom. And this forced Boom to split themselves into 2 sides here. If Zero can find a corner, an off angle, the way he can spot up Tom and Kenny in a straight line. Oh, Federalis, thanks to BTR, they managed to get some help here from afar.
And let's see, BTR can actually steal away elimination points. Kenny showing himself out in the open, but Federalis not able to hit the shots. Deb gets Vexy. A bit of an exchange, but Zero comes in under Kenny. Toda right now in trouble as Zero tries to find his angle with a DBS. Octa needs to heal up, but that nade did put a lot of damage onto Deb. Zero not able to move forward because he does not have the information.
Time's ticking. Less than a minute. They have to make a move, but Tom spotted out by Zero, but there's too much in front of Zero right now. He couldn't overpick himself. Octa tried to bait the res of Todak. They tried to avoid Kenny from being picked up, but Zero knows exactly the cover fire from Tom, where he's at. But I couldn't reach there yet. At the same time, BTR spotted out the rest of Todak at the same time. Now Todak happened to be the center of attention. Yeah, and Tom! Knocked down by Zero. Despite the 2v4, thanks to BTR at the same time. Boom seems to be striving here. Octa spotted them out, but they're going to be shot down as well. But Rallas, as per usual, wiped out Boom right now, leaving us with top 14. But for Todak, and they're going to be next fall in pursuit towards Boom's footsteps because Federalis arrive and Razy as well. What a good cleanup and what a fast reaction coming up from BTR.
Quick move there to take over the dish, but it's not over yet. Here comes D-Savior. D-Savior, they show up. Vexy goes down to the DVS of Nate. And now looking for the remaining members of BTR. They are in that ditch. This area is no longer in the circle. They have 40 seconds before it closes.
Oh, D-Saviour's not to make a move. It's spot out the rest of BTR. 1 down. 1 more to go. It's going to be Federalis. The Nate's flying over this side. But Nate almost chipped down completely with that explosion just now. Will the Vikings stay put or will they start taking action as well? Federalis bleeding out still. Razy couldn't reach out to Federalis. He's on the other end of the ditch. It's a bit too far for him, a bit too much risk. But Vikings making a move towards side of Levi, shooting down Dent. Levi holding against Vikings by himself. He couldn't actually put enough. Won't he? Might spot one of players of the Xaviers. Here it comes. It's going to be a Levi fighting against Strong. Oh, Peregrine as well. But Trunks down on the ground. Wonty couldn't actually support with the cover fire from afar.
But now they need to get in. A lot of open space. Lamborghini is ready with this elevation. Putting pressure back onto Razy. At the same time, the blue is just right behind him. He has to move forward.
Boy.
He has no choice now but to expose himself to Lamborghini.
Lambo, Peregrine, and Nate moving in parallel motion. BTR Razy spotted out Wonty. BTR, despite they had only 2 players the longest time, they managed to squeeze through to the top 2.
It's still not bad for BTR though. But now here will be the biggest challenge for the 2 players of BTR. The 3 from D Xavier. Looking down onto them, they know where exactly they are. Now D Xavier have circle control, so it's just a matter of time right now.
For them, they barely got any except for the mollies, of course, on the side of Razy. But Federella's down to only very few HP left. Here comes Razy. Can he actually do the job by himself? But Razy got splattered down. It's D Davis Peregrine with the old-fashioned ways of using the vehicles instead of the gunfires. Peregrine is a man to look out for the points. And for the Indonesian team especially, they really have to fight for their placement here. And the best performing right now is just going to be BTR. But here, we talked about they cannot lose too early. And it's going to be 3 touch once more. Always the first one to get ousted. Given that they have to defend this as well. And speaking of the Pachinki Circle, BTR taken out by Yummy Maze on form here today. Pazorix, they're taking a lot of blue zone here. It's stage 3, by the way. It's going to be start to be painful. Very painful later on if they start to just wait things out.
Lapa? Okay. Officially Richard is still alright. Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
The Jukas is real, people.
Hey, I told you so.
We're gonna make a long rotation up north. A GK down. Ooh, okay. Zeros is with him though. But this nade by Zero lands nicely. And GK still alright, but nades galore, people. This will be a team secret.
Yummy
Loses
me.
GK and probably even Zeros.
Yummy May! He's nasty today! I'm loving this! He's really stepping up his game while Zero can just finish off Zeros. That's gonna be Team Secret on the ground, but same goes for Alter Ego. Leaving only Rosemary. Now, Rosemary! Rosemary, you're alone. This is where you perform. And he tried to jump shot around the windows. Spotted out by the Raz of Homeboy's Magna. But he's around the corner. Rosemary down to only flick of health remaining. Oh, that collateral, enough, more than enough, is shut down by Kim, who single-handedly clutched against 3 of Alter Ego by himself just now, but unfortunately it was short-lived, because RQ just finished off the rest of Homeboy's Magna.
Sakura looking for a pixel out of Blue Squad. Nice flick there. Thanks to Momo, they took out Noel, and they will lock in the elimination point. Opening up their account for this round, and Sakura looking for more, with more vehicles coming by him. And now Blue Squad, they have the high ground. Nate onto Sakura, will not connect. Sakura gonna counter with his own Nate, but here comes Tony K to support him as well.
Nate's flying over the side. Sakura have to dodge this one. Managed to dodge. What a dodge coming up from E-Arena here today. Will KFQ knock down? Tony K just gonna run him down instead and finish off the... No, this didn't work, but nice try, Tony K. But back towards the side of E-Arena. Joker now trying to chase them out, and GLU straight away flee, knowing the fact, we had too much losses. But unfortunately, instead of GLU, the moment they ran out from the hands of E-Arena just now, they walked straight into the crossfire of 4 major teams here around this corner. They couldn't even get into the sniper tower, only Xbox barely alive. And Boom tried to force a fight out of Team Flash, and Void do have the center this time. The Xavier's got the compound as well. Now for Team Flash, either they just drive straight into it, or they will have to go against Mix again. They started off with the initiation of the fight, and MXG managed to secure that 1 eliminations, and that's gonna be tops.
And looks like Mixer Gang so far so good, but more teams are coming by though. Gets low with M249. Lots of bullets for him to spare. The Baker will finish off by Tiger X. Pazorix naded down by Ganyang. So it looks like the sequence might change here, Juju. It might be Tiger X last man standing.
Oh, usually he will be. Pazorix down. Tiger X down as well. That's gonna be the last of heal. Yeah. The sequence always like that. 3 touch, Richard, Pazorix, and Tiger X is not that far off when it comes to taking down. But what a nade! Oh my god, there's one tick of health remaining on Gatslow. My god! And the arena just arrived to the side of RQ. They're trying to corner down RQ and denying their entrance into the safe zone. Jet Force have to go against 1v3. Can he clutch this one out? Left, right, center. He got one, he got two. He got three. What a clutch by Jet Force.
Oh, beautifully assisted by La Parra as well from the other side. And Jet Force will survive. But can't say the same for Ganyang though. Jet Force. What a fight that was. Now, E-Arena only Sakura left. RQ looking to clean things up. Sakura 40% of health. And from the side, Sakura gunned down by none other than Jet Force.
He clutched the entire arena, but we're not done with Toda versus Vampire next. Turning around, ring around the rose here, and Todak is gone. E-Arena, that's no easy team, but Vampires, they're going on carousels here. Going in circles. Mela shut down on Alapar.
And Vampire didn't know where he's at. Ooh, they thought that he's on the right side tree, but he's on the left side. They saw him now. Nade on the Jet Force. Jet Force naded down by none other than Schweppes.
Waiting for spot out. What a tap from Red Bull. Can he close it up? I think the Pluto will finish off his job for him instead. It's not just them, the issue. There's also Voin on the other end. There's also Xavius on far end there. There's too many eyes watching towards BTR's rotation here. A bit of a risk they have to take. Going straight into Team Secret, but Doki already cooked up the nade. They're waiting out. Voin taking out BTR instead.
No points at all for BTR. Now D-Saber in action against the Vikings. And so far D-Saber doing so good. It's only Drug left for the Vikings. And with that, D-Saber quickly cleared them off.
Miss Game Makaris and the rest of them got slow, have to be very quick to dodge those bullets, but those nades coming from Mastery needed down on Mixer Gang. MXG in trouble. They're being sandwiched between two sides here. Boom and Vampires closing in towards the Mixer Gang. KTM managed to get out, but Sui boy, he's running down, and it's gonna be Gooey shutting down towards the side of Mixer Gang first. Boom will follow here as well. Vampires, they don't have time to reset. They're done with the fight, but unfortunately, one person down. Boom will try to crush down from above.
Oh, and here comes Boom Esports, starting off with nades on the Vampire. Vampire, though, 10 elimination points as of now. But if they want to gain more, they have to recover quickly against Boom. They won't have the space and time. Boom Esports will push them to the corner. Even Mela has no time to become his teammate. Now he has to go in for the fight. 1v4. And Boom Esports will run amok over him. Mela, he's been holding on for the longest time, but still, it's Boom Esports.
Top 6. Xavier's next. Their next target is going to be Voin for their next contender. They try to flush them out. Razek's knocked down. Here comes a nade flying over towards the side of Voin. And slowly chipping down. Even AT got chipped down with that nade connected by Potato just now. It's going to be the middle and the compound fight between these two teams. Whoever wins will score the chicken here. But the Xaviers breach in. They managed to take down on two. Razek managed to get on the reset. Zeta is at the back line trying to give cover fire, but a nade exploded to his nade. Zeta have to go back in. It's around the corner. Zeta couldn't find the shot he needed. Finally get one. Lamborghini's on the ground.
Oh, nice follow-up though, but now it's down to Razak to pull off a big one here against D-Xavier. Lamborghini's down on the ground, but D-Xavier's not out yet. They still have Levi's with this nade. And oh, here comes Team Secret as well. They want those points for themselves as they will burn down Lamborghini to pick up their next point.
Nades flying, keep on being lopped by the side of Team Secrets. The Xaviers, on the other hand, their push just now was a fail. But it's going to be Boom taking out Voin from above. Yummy May being taking all those steals from afar. It's down to Razak and Voxy. They're cooking up the nade, hoping it would drop down to his side of Juke and Doki. But Levi just couldn't play this one slow. They're waiting for Boom to engage as well. But here comes Nate, chipping down Juke down to 50 HP. And that's going to be the end of it. They have those elevations, but they are not in the circle.
Oh, Levi's cooking. Oh, Nate, a little bit too short. Boom Esports, they're just monitoring the situation. At any point of time, they will rush in. Levi takes heavy damage, but he should be able to heal. Oh wait, he cancelled the heal. He cancelled the heal. Oh no, he cancelled the heal. Just to be taken out by Razak with the DBS. And here comes Pmsl.
They know exactly where everyone's at. They are spotted out. Their finish is still one of the points. What an aid by Zero, completely shutting down Voxy without him even trying to prepare himself to respond to the situation. Razak now with the DBS. Can he clutch a 1v3? We've seen Gen Force did it before by RQ. But Yummy May, here comes from the off angle. Zero spotted him out. One down. Two more to go for the side of Razak. Going out from the back door. While they're trying to circle both ways. What a crossfire between Boom. They finally get a chicken in this grand finals.
Whew. It's been a while since we've seen Pmsl. It was crazy. With just a blink of an eye, he eliminated the entire squad. Without D-Xavier dealing with Alter Ego, who's currently in the circle. As the two players of D-Xavier by the edge, and Paragin gets Rosemary.
Oh, we might actually get ourselves another daily MVP by Levi if D-Xavier scored this one again. But it just means the gap is going to be stretched out even further between the second and the rest. But Mela's also out. Finish off by Levi. The real snake that will bite them back later on. That's going to be Woonty, but Levi. Oh, the moment that he clutched a big one, that's going to be Alter Ego. Will Alter Ego finally back on the rise here with 10 eliminations? It's 2v1v1. Paragin on the other and Woonty on the other. Moana spotted out Paragin. But nobody knows regarding Woonty. And here comes Woonty. Surprising from below. Oh, they did not see this one coming.
Oh, but they have to deal with Paragin first. Moana is there with a high ground, but he takes damage down to 60%. Now moving in onto his position, and Paragin is ready for it.
Way.
With SFK, he won it. 1v2. That's between Paragin and Woonty. And then, the finale.
Oh, Woonty, if he scored this chicken, it's going to be big. He's been waiting there the longest. But it's Paragin we're talking about. 1v1. Mexican 5 by the nade! Chip down Woonty to 20% of HP left. Paragin gonna go for the push. He knows the HP is down!
No!
Paragin, what a clutch alongside with Levi! What a performance coming out from the Xaviers! It was phenomenal!
But of course, we need to leave the remaining points for tomorrow, since this is already the last game for today, to see what happens by then. But for the team that's going to set the match point, officially, it's going to be D-Xavier. 159 points will be the number tomorrow. Oh man, Hale Esports still bringing in the points. Now if they can eliminate Team Flash, surely Team Flash will not mean match point at all. And Hale Esports, they want the points for themselves. They want to go up the chart.
Oh, we're switching over. E-Arena now against Toaduk. Xavier's on the other end. You're trying to flush out Toaduk. Frenzy will get revivaled by Tom, but they're going to go for the push. If they got another knock, they're going to go straight inside.
These teams, they don't have to circle as well. E-Arena still a full squad, navigating around the smoke. The smoke is really buying time for Toaduk, but finally Moment gets them. That's going to be the opening that they're looking for. Candy fires from the other side. Tom gets Moment back instead. And Tom, across this building, he sees his target, but the building is separating him still. And Kenny waiting for the right moment as well. Here comes Team Secret!
GK! The moment they just arrived. Straight away taking down Joker on his knees. Sakura's down to 1 HP. Coming out from his side, it's going to be Toaduk. They managed to wipe out the entirety of Team Secret. Toaduk just now. Oh, Team Secret at one point will not do anything right now. But for Toaduk, E-Arena down to last player. E-Arena, they are very close to that match point as well. Here comes the Xaviers. A new contender just crashing. The housekeeping team is here while Toaduk still licking their wounds. Virgin got knocked almost completely. The 50% of HP Tom's off the ground. Sakura still stuck there in the middle of everything else. But Dad with the DBS coming up towards the side of the wall. And he got knocked down instead. The Xaviers, are they losing their grip over the side or are they winning?
Oh, so far they are winning. So far they are winning. They only need to deal with them now. And Frenzy in the building. This Nate will do the job. Coming from Nate. And Toaduk eliminated. D-Xavier with 6 elimination points. Plus 1 placer point. They're at 7. Right now, D-Xavier, they have made match match point!
But here comes Team Flash next versus Hill. Hill seems to be the bane for all the top teams here right now. Richard trying to find Rose. Richard with the DBS. Richard going into the corner. Come on, Richard. Move us to Richard. Here comes Rose. Just right here to be giving away the points to a side of front of the Vikings.
Now for D Xavier, their time to make the move. Pretty much they can do anything, no pressure for D Xavier now. Boss 9 with single nade. Now we have not only top 4 but top 3 with Boom Esports eliminated. And he definitely could use those points, but Superman is the one that got Nate T instead. With D Xavier being the playmaker now.
No bullets break, no bullets break! He needs to take a break right now. Strong down to 16 reserve as well, but managed to get 1 T. Secures that knockdown on Lamborghini. Down to 1 player for the side of D Xavier's here. Which leaves Nate T or Levi. Potato spotted out the rest of the Vikings. Now the Vikings still have a 4.
He's still playing like this round truly matters for him to smash it or to get the chicken dinner.
The off angle is super important. Razak, the only one that can actually pull it off. He needs to shut down the Superman. But for the Vikings, they have to be sure that there's nobody coming up from the different angle. That's going to be Levi. Levi saw break. He knocked down this in shamble. Vikings down to 2 players. Almost got finished off by Razak. And Boyne just now tossed the nade over. But Levi got finished off by Potato instead. Leaving the better odds. 2v2. But Boyne not so healthy.
Oh, lots of damage from the side, thanks to Superman. Putting the pain onto Void Esports. Now it's only Razak. And Potato's on the other side though. Potato tries to get Superman but can't find an angle. And Voxy got gunned down. It's only the IGL right now, Potato. Superman versus Potato, 1v1 right now. And it came, the final blow from Potato. The IGL putting up a captain's performance. Good news for E-Arena is that they are within the circle. By that time, Vampire Esports might be distracted by other teams. They're starting to shift their focus onto Tiger. But here comes a Vampire. They see Shamil. They will take him out. Homeboy's Mana out at number 6.
Feels across the street. If they couldn't secure a few more points, that's going to be the end. Sakura again getting down on Yummy May. While Team Flash tells to steal away those points right on top. E-Arena needs these points to be eligible in the next one. They are very close to getting those numbers.
Is this still going to be part of the plan for E-Arena now? Top 4 now that Hill Esports. Tiger, the fighter player, have been eliminated by Vampire Esports. And Vampire, they're not stopping yet. There are 10 eliminations. Now 30k received the end of the nade from Dewey. And now Mormon, not able to save him. He has to move on to the inner side.
Very difficult position for E-Arena right now, but can actually take out one of the Team Flash members. But due to the angle, it's so difficult to work from below upwards. But Vampires, they had a better view from above. Boom! Those nades cutting short by E-Arena. They finish off Team Flash plays with 11 eliminations. Now Vampires trying to shut down on E-Arena. E-Arena, they have to put their life on this chicken here right now. Vampires on the other hand is shutting people down from above. How to make Red Bull stand down? He's not stopping. The only thing that can stop him right now is the blue zone. He forced himself to jump while Gui is covering for him instead.
And here is it. That all-tie finale. It's a 2v2. Sakura Joker versus Yui and Red Bull, the 2 new signings of Vampire Esports. As they navigate around this building, who's going to take the first shot? DBS in the hands of Sakura. Right now, it's so tight, so hard to tell who's closer to the blue. Both sides not willing to give their position up yet. And here comes Red Bull joining into the party at Dewey. He has that information, but he cannot go in yet because of the DBS that's present. And Dewey right in front of him. And at the end of the day, it is E-Arena! E-Arena! I was confident it was E-Arena. Come on, cameraman.
Alter Ego is always going to be Rosemary. Managed to get that one knockdown first, and we'll try to finish Real, but it's a bit tough. Did he just walk in the center of Homeboy's Magna. He did just drove himself there. Now, Alva have to follow him closely. Alter Ego is just playing catch-up to Rosemary right now. He got knocked.
Hopefully they didn't expect Kim to be on top of him. And they have not officially secured any elimination points yet now. They might want to take it out onto Adeboy. It's a 2v1, Alva and Krypton. And Alva gets Adeboy. This should be their point. And Deb took out Wonti. No follow-up yet onto Sakura. Okay, there you go. But at the same time, Deb just got gunned down. By who? By Drum. Oh, Vampire. Oh, Xavier now. From cancelling E-Arena. Now they have the chance to cancel out Vampire Esports.
Lamborghini is coming up to save Nate. Paragin's gonna go there just at the back for cover fires. But Lazarus straps. There's a DBS and now on the ground. Losing at a bit of a trade here for side of Xavier's. Lamborghini have to make a U-turn. He couldn't reach it in time. The side of Vampires, they lost Gooey. All the top 3 teams seems to be losing their members so early on.
Lamborghini, let's see if he'll be able to see the end of this. And then onto Lamborghini, bounce.
Perfect.
It was almost there.
But for the Vikings, the cheer from the crowd. Coming up as they wiped out Todak just now. Richard.
Okay. Hopefully we get an answer later, but now we get an answer with Tariq is actually playing just to be knocked out by Razak. And Razak gets a double knockdown. And Glue Squad now only has 1 active player left. The other 1 player is on the outside. Razak navigating around as he needs to reload. And Potato will change position with Razak. And now there's that 1 player on the second floor, Voin. They have him surrounded. Where is he going to go? It's going to be Noel. Xbox is also around this area as well. It's going to be a 2v3 at this moment.
Make it 2v2 right now. Potato hoping to flush out Noel, but there's going to be Alter Ego just arrived. Oh, Voin. Cleaning up crews. Yeah, Noel's down to only 5% of HP left. Snape straight away get knocked down, but Noel! He managed to clutch things off by himself there. But hey, Voxy? Why you ate your potato? Why?
This time E-Arena no longer in the circle. They have to move forward. But this fight will continue on. No longer in the circle, so it must end soon.
Seems to be taking his compound. It's going to be Gen Force denying their mobility by puncturing their tires, making sure they couldn't drive properly later on. But Krypton spotted out around the corner and finish off GLU. Not just 10 points. Then the Orcs will have to include them in their next roster. But E-Arena leaving with 1 player. So he can actually try to steal that chicken in the very last minute. Paragen did it before. Can he do it? But for Red Bull, they're also shutting out on Boom. While Vikings, last man standing. MXG going against Hill. Richard got eliminated quite early. Ark is everywhere, by the way.
Okay. But Hill Esports, the bad boys, so far still okay defending the ground. They need to deal with Macaris, but Macaris, he gets Pazarix. Now Hill Esports, only 1 active player on the other building. And RRQ, they are coming in.
3 touch and Macaris as the last player for their respective teams here. Lapine and Peko. And that's going to be Gen Force finishing off on an off angle. Leaving only 3 touch, the last player inside of this compound for Hill as well, as he is the solo survivor for Hill right now. At least they score over 100 points for their overall rankings. 3 touch. Playing around the corner, that's going to be... I don't think these Xaviers have any clue regarding TNK's position here. He has to play patient. Despite he got a clear view to shoot these Xaviers down, he has to wait. Because there's still too many teams right now live. But Team Secret, can they score 8 points? Can they score? It's against the blue and 1 BTR players. At least they scored 1. All they need to do is to wipe the entire team. But Team Secret cannot afford to lose this. That's going to be 1 to the side of Team Flash. Don't toss the nade. Nobody knows where you are. who you are right now. Porigin, he got a great line of sight. Did Porigin just with... There's a nade flying over towards the side of Porigin. That's straight trying to finish him off. He still scores one more, but he needs to smash it. This and let the rest of the Xaviers in, just gonna straight away reflect and respond. Lamborghini finish off E-Arena run. They couldn't smash it, but the Xaviers did attract too much attention. And here comes RRQ next with a full squad going all in against them.
Oh man, that was crazy. But now, because of that, RRQ, they found an opening and they will go in. But 2 players of RRQ now down. Make their third one down as well. Only 1 more active left. The Xavier, they can potentially defend this one. And they must. Last player is going to be Ganyong. Circle shift towards Boom Esports. But the Xavier, they have to finish off Ganyong first before thinking of the circle. This nade, heavy damage on the Ganyong. Lamborghini and Levi's. Both wrapping up their nades. They should be able to do the trick. But Lamborghini, no! Not that direction! Not there! Not there!
Bit overtossed to the side of the Xaviers. And a bit overtossed by Ganyong as well. Levi, it's all down to him. He got the angle. It's within the smoke, but he doesn't know where. There's a vehicle outside. They couldn't see it, but Lamborghini clutched that one out. Well, the Xaviers as a duo, boom across the other side of the street. This is going to be a tough battle when it comes to the last few. And Team Secret, they haven't scored into the match point yet.
But now the Xavier, they have to show themselves with Boom Esports. And Boom Esports, Zeus, knock 1 player down.
Levi did save Lamborghini just now. If not, both nades will be on top of Lamborghini. BTL with the trio. Federella's coming up from the backside of Boom. They're going to charge in. Boom might get sandwiched. Will Lamborghini force himself to get out from the blue and have to take this fight anyhow? They need to pop the smoke to cross the other side of the street. But do they have still their smokes going on? With Vampires taking advantage from the flank. Oh, this is not great for the Xaviers. They're having the toughest position in this top 5 teams.
Yo!
Whoa! Nasty nade.
By Lamborghini sends us now into the top 4 in this round. Everybody wants those points. Everybody wants that chicken dinner. Vampire Esports, no circle. They have to play with the smoke to move into the circle. And here comes Team Fletcher to BTR. Razy will defend his ground together with Federales. They will stop Team Fletcher from coming in. And Zeus eliminated. BTR defends their ground.
Team Flash Columnator, will they still be eligible on the side of Federales? The Filipino assassin, the Terminator for BTR right now, one of the hottest player in the season. Still alive alongside with Redface and Razy. The players start to forcing their way into the circle. Red Bull, he needs to get off the blue. Lazarus, aka Shraps, he has to face in the open space. That's going to be the open street here. Razy down to 1 HP, managed to reset himself. But Lamborghini crossing the other side of the street as well. BTR, they got this barricade by the terrain, but the Fires. Red Bull is out, leaving 2 players and 1. Only Shrubs left, but on the side of the Xaviers, BTR 2v1, and BTR, they won against Vampire. DX down to 2v2.
Oh, they got Federales.
Federales is down. He's down to only on the other side. Redface reviving, but the blue zone is closing. DX, this is not going to be easy.
This is going to be the final run here. Will BTR deny a way for them? Or will these even do it? They can still blow up the vehicle. They're going in for it. Levi's, here we go. D-Xavier, one more. It is Redface against D-Xavier. Is he going to stop their dreams of lifting the trophy? Or if D-Xavier is going to do it, they see him. They got to pin down. D-Xavier needs to do it. And D-Xavier smashed it as your Pmsl Southeast Asia champion!
They broke their curse of not able to smash. And for the final run, they made it through. And they finally gonna lift the trophy again. For the side of Vampires, it was a bit too soon. And these Xaviers, this was not an easy smash at all. They were against the circle. They were against the odds. They were having the most difficult position just now, but they made it out alive. And this is your champion, the full season of PUBG Mobile Super League Southeast Asia 4, D Xaviers.
Woo! What a run! The first team to be eligible for match point. Took them a while, and finally they smashed it. And for the first time as well, D Xavier smashing it at the best moment, at the moment where they can lift the trophy in Thailand. D Xavier is back as a Southeast Asia champion. The last time it was PMPL Southeast Asia. Now in the Pmsl era, D Xavier, they lift a new trophy.
Oh my god. They proved me wrong. They can smash. Took them a while. Took them so long. And this is your 2025 fall season Pmsl South Asia champions, D Xavier from Vietnam.
Let's present our finals MVP for the 2025 Pmsl Southeast Asia Fall.
D Xavier, Levi.
Levi! Woo! Okay. So congratulations on being named final MVP.
เหมาะสม โอ้โห ครบทุกด้านจริง
ใช่
ๆนะจ่ายดาเมจหาอีลิม แล้วก็หาแต้มได้ถือว่าครบถ้วน
ผ่านการพยายามมาอย่างหนัก แล้วก็มีแบบซัพพอร์ตที่ดีมากๆเนาะ
ถูกต้องครับ นี่ครับผม เป็น Final MVP ของเรานะครับผม
ใช่ค่ะ เย้ and another big round of applause for our champion
Into that first, but we're going to get to the points here. Yeah, here comes officially the top two, DX and VBE.
Yep, so obviously D Xavier, they smashed it. So regardless of the points, they are the champion. And second place is Vampire Esports. Now this is going to be interesting, right? You guys want to know like the slots and all that. We're going to get a clearer picture after this. Vampire, they are the host country. And likely they are the team that gain the most PMGC points as well for the Thai region. So where would the slots go? How far will it go down? This is something that we all want to officially find out.
And also regarding the accumulation for today, they did, despite it wasn't the end of the day yet. But for the rest of the day, at least you get to see JLU there having fun, even inviting their boss to play along.